So I said I was going to talk about work, but honestly, work is just work. The new job, I'm grateful to have it. It is what it is right now because usually I go in more observant and more reserved. Like I still speak to my coworkers, but it still ends up being, but now when I go in, trying to be what people expect, what people would rather, going in, hi, how are you? My name's Indiana. The bitches still act the same. Like, ew, dang it. Non-black women really, Lord, I should just blurt it out, but non-black women have this incessant and inconsiderate way of being mean, bossy. Girl, I don't want to judge them, but I feel like I'm right. I'm gonna go back to how I am. I'm very much the type, go into work, clock out, do my job and go. I'm not being overly friendly and shit, but I'm not doing the, hey, I'm Indiana. Yes, I'm training to be a server. Like I just speak regular, what I think is regular. I may not be smiling so hard, so to speak, but I reserve that for the guests. But no matter what, it always ends up, how these women treat me, it always being the exact same. It always ends up being the exact same. Yeah, they don't reconsider their behavior or nothing. But anyways, I may or may not update about work. I don't like talking about work at all. But right now, my life is shitty. So I gotta talk about my shitty life because I can't do any of the productive things that I wanna do. Even though I have content planned and backed up and scripted out and shit. I am tired. Yo, homeless people do not get any rest. Like, when they have nowhere to go to lay their head, they don't get any rest. And people treat you real shitty. That's definitely been my experience the past fucking month. But they be like, treat people how you would like to be treated. And then there's also treat people the way they want to be treated. But neither of those things are true. People treat you how they think about you. I've always said that shit. Always. But again, I always get shut the fuck down. This is why people probably consider me mean and unfriendly. I don't think I'm mean. I might be straightforward and what have you, but I don't think I'm mean. But then again, perception is reality, right? But the unfriendly part, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wear that because, like, I'm interested in people. I like people. Come on now. I could find other types of jobs to do, working in the warehouse, anything. But I stick with where I have to interact with people all the time, mostly. But when it comes to coworkers, and then it was a TikTok debate, I guess I would call it, but how someone was like, people are gonna have to learn how to pop out an earbud and look at me when I'm trying to hold a conversation And most people were explaining like, we don't owe you anything or what have you. But then there were TikTok creators who were talking about, we do owe each other a whole lot. Like, how dare you not speak to someone? And I'm like, well, here in the South, we speak as a common courtesy. But to expect someone to just stop what they're doing, to pause their itinerary, to deviate from what they have going on, to entertain you and let you open up about yourself and pretty much waste time trying to form a friendship with a complete stranger, like, that's too demanding in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing is like, okay, we're both members of the same gym and we tend to go around the same time, and you know, we've been seeing each other for a few weeks, few months or what have you, and then finally, you know, you strike up a conversation. Or, you know, we casually bump into each other every so often at the same lunch spot, and then we finally decide, hey, let's have a conversation. But to really be on the prowl for someone to just look at you so you can catch their eye and then start a conversation and shit, like, that's neurotic as fuck, in my opinion. Okay, in my opinion. So let me tell you what I did. I guess you would call this stepping out on faith. I call it just doing some shit because I'm desperate. But at first I was on Expedia looking for a room. But then I noticed a room that was the cheapest I could find at the time. That was cheap, however, still within the vicinity of where I want to be, was gonna cost a grip. So I looked on the actual hotel's website and it was a little bit cheaper, like $13. Excuse me. I ate after work and now I have the hiccups. But it was like 303, 2.7. So it was $16 cheaper booking through the hotel's website. Now, my paycheck, fingers crossed, this direct deposit hits at midnight Wednesday, which is tomorrow, because our payday I think is Friday, but my bank just so happened to start doing the 2 days before payday. My credit union, I have a credit union, not a bank, just started doing the 2 days before payday. However, not only am I just getting back to work after 12 weeks, 3 months, but my account is in the negative, and it's been in the negative shit that whole 3 months pretty much. And I have so many other bills on auto pay, which is why I'm trying to go ahead and check in. Like, I can't check in now because I don't have the money. So I figured, hey, midnight, that's still technically a hotel. The hotel's industry is still Tuesday. So I check in, you know, somewhere around midnight, and I'll have somewhere to lay my freaking head safely. So I'll see what happens. And then I chose from Tuesday to Friday. Friday, I only work one job in the morning. And also, I don't have to, one, carry around so many bags, and then two, leave a bag somewhere just to hope that it's there when I get back. Anyways, oh, hold on. Anyways, that's probably not the smartest decision I could make, but whether I make the right choice or the wrong choice, it still ends up somewhere in, bitch, everything's just gonna burn down type of shit. What I think is, so what I'm trying to calculate, the money that I made the past 3 days at my main job is like a little over $600 because I only worked 3 days and I made about 200 or a little over 200 each day. So, shit, I want to make $757 each day. Anyways, I keep using anyways as a filler word because usually after work, my routine is to rest in some capacity, or if I have a little bit of energy, I'll try to take a walk or go to the gym for a little while. But it definitely doesn't involve like talking, speaking, because I talk all day. I don't understand how people can just talk all day, every day. Like, I get it, it's a part of connecting and all that, but I'm more pensive. I'm more of a cerebral person. I don't need to talk to think. I need to think in order to decide how I want to speak and what I want to say. But with this just over $600 plus the taxes taken out of my check, it'll be like, we'll just say it's like $580. So this 287, we'll say 288 coming out of my account. That would leave what, $212? My storage bill, I'm thinking, okay, it's about a $30 late fee. No. They are nickel and diming you. It's $33.30 for a late fee. So instead of the $267, it's $270 and some change. Oh God. So now by Friday, if they don't have my check, well, they're not getting the shirts back Friday anyway because I can't get into my storage unit. But at least I should have a check and I'll be able to, I might, depending on how much that check is, and okay, I might do that. So let's just say I have that $212 left. I'll at least be able to pay for both those gym memberships. That way, when I don't have the hotel room, I still have access to shower. Because I've been washing up in bathrooms. And talk about, like, it's one thing to wash up at home. And even though I'm in like the single stalls, washing up in a bathroom in a restaurant somewhere, it's just like, ugh. It's like, it feels humiliating, dehumanizing, degrading. But I'm in the situation I'm in. Let me get some stuff done. It's been plenty of time me yapping about my pathetic life right now.